Hey guys, figured I'd do a little video tonight. I was trying to decide on what kind of video to do, but I said I'll go with the programming video. I was hoping to do a video on the Kenwood TK7302H, but that didn't work out too well. The radio was actually DOA. So I figured I'll do the next best thing. I haven't done a video on the Kenwood NX-700. Kenwood Next Edge. These are very capable radios. They're commercial rigs. They can definitely 100% be tuned down to the ham bands, to 2 meter amateur band. And the first thing you guys are going to need in order to program the NX-700 is a Kenwood USB programming cable, which is the KPG 46U. And this particular model of 700 is the NX-700K. So there we have it. So if you're interested in know how to do basic programming of the Kenwood Next Edge NX-700, stay tuned. Alright, so basically up on the top of your screen up here, what you're looking for is your model, product information. This here will tell you, or I guess you select depending on your radio model, what you have. The programming software first, I should tell you, is the KPG 111 Delta, KPG 111D. This is a list of the mobiles / portables that the KPG 111D software can program. You can do the NX-200, 200G, 200S, NX-203, 210, 210G, NX-300, 300G, 300S, NX-303, NX-410, NX-411, NX-700, 700H, NX-800, 800H, NX-900, and the NX-901. So this is what this program is able to program, or I should say the radios you're able to program with this program. So first and foremost, obviously you select your model radio. In my case, I have an NX-700K. I want it to cover 136 to 174 megahertz. And yes, it can also do second generation trunking. Alright, so first thing is first, you go to setup, select your COM port, which in my case is COM 11, and then you just read the radio, hit the read icon up here, and then you click read. And now the radio is reading. As you can see. Give her about 30 seconds or so, and she will read the radio. There you go. And now a whole list of frequencies will come up on your screen. Whatever is pre-programmed into the radio will come up. I love using these radios for listening to emergency services. All the main ones anyways. And as you can see by the list, I have the receive activated, transmit disabled. So there's no way the radio can actually transmit on these frequencies other than receive on them. So it's pretty cool. And in signaling type, you can do fleet sync or MDC 1200. MDC 1200 pretty cool. If you set up on your radio fleet, basically it gives you IDs in analog mode, which is cool. And it comes in handy. But then you get your zone type, which gives you an idea of what you can also select. Conventional, LTR trunking, NXDN trunking system, site roaming NXDN, site roaming with RAN NXDN. So under zone information or edit, under zone information, optional features is where you can set up more features for the radio. Time, date, month, LCD brightness, bunch of little things you can do here. You can custom startup screen, you can change this from next edge if you like. Tone, volume, audio, mode. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. PTT ID, of course you use this with FleetSync, DTMF or MDC 1200. More likely you'll use it in MDC 1200 if you use it on analog. This is where you'd set up your IDs, turn it on, and then you'd have to obviously put in your ID list. Again, under edit, you can set up DTMF, two-tone, FleetSync, MDC 1200, NXDN, network encryption. It's a lot of different things. Extended function. To basically, if you want to hook things up to the port on the back of the radio, the DP25, sometimes you have to set different inputs, outputs. Like if you want to run external PTT, obviously you have to set the input or output, or you put an input to the radio for a PTT, and that's the selections it'll give you based on input, or depending if you got the I/O set to input or output. Not configured, so that's no big deal. Modulation line. Basically, this is how you do it if you set external PTT, or if you're running a, say, a mobile repeater, and you had to hook it directly to the back of the radio on the COM port. Obviously, you'd have to set the PTT line, your audio and data, and this here helps you set that part up, which is cool. And what else can I show you here? Two-tone. You see this used an awful lot in paging systems. So you can change your two-tone name to fire, call, whatever you like. And this is where you set your tones. Tone A, tone B would be here. You can get this radio to decode paging as well. You can get it different alerts. You get it receive the two-tone tone, depending on what the tone is set to, right here and here. You can get an LED alert tone monitor. It's pretty cool. So you can decode two-tone 1, two-tone 2, two-tone 3, two-tone 4. It's pretty cool. I set up a lot of paging systems and different pagers and whatnot. The two-tone is quite handy for a fire department. And then again, under edit, you can bring up your NXDN or networks and whatnot. So set up your trunking, but obviously we do a little bit of trunking on our systems, but I will not go into detail in how you set those up. There's plenty of information online how to set up trunking on your radios, and scanners for that information, but obviously no, I'm not giving out that information. So again, up here in the top, read data from radio, write data, and test mode. So if you want to basically tune the radio, you would do that with test mode. That would put the radio into test mode, and then you get this screen pop up, And this is where you can adjust your modulation levels, your RF levels, your receive sensitivity, all kinds of good stuff. And just a list of here what you can do, that you can adjust. If you don't know what you're doing here, I suggest you don't touch any of that. Under setup, if you didn't want anybody, if you had your computer didn't want anybody messing with your program, you can go under setup, set security, and then it would come up security. Basically, you do set up a password that anytime you want to use the program or to read the radio, whatever, you can set a password up that nobody can mess with your radio, which is always cool. And then we have key assignment. Basically, you can set whatever you want these buttons on your front of your radio to do. You go on your panel, and this is a list of all your buttons on your front panel and your function, how you want to set them up. You can put another second function on there if you'd like, and if you hold continuous, you can open up another menu if you like. So then mic key, call, menu. So in your menu, set up a menu button on the front of your radio, category list, function list, and over here is a list of what you can add to your category, to the function list. So yeah, the radios are quite menu driven. Very interesting radios, and personally I like the 700s. They're cool radios. So yeah, I just figured I'd just put up this little video just on what the radio can do herself. If you have any more questions, basically just give me a post in the comments below and I'll see what I can do for you. But in the meantime, this video is on the Kenwood NX-700. The programming software is KPG 111D, and the programming cable is KPG 46U. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up below, like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and all that good stuff, and share it to all your buddies. Anyway guys, take it easy, and if you have any more questions, post in the comments below. All the best.